Alright, so I keep thinking about uh, engines I want to build for projects. Don't know the projects I'll go in, but engines that I'd like to build. Simple, short. I'll figure out what to put them in later. I want to build a 6.5 or 6.2 diesel. I've messed with them in the Army. I mean, it's what comes in the Humvee. And they kind of are an oddity, and they're way different to work on than most anything else. So I want to have one of those. Obviously, small block Chevy. I want to build that to go into something. Um, and I know I've said the Camaro will probably be a small block Chevy powered car, but I don't know. Part of me wants to do LS now because it's cheap power for, you know, for $450 I can pick up a 4.3 or a 5, or not 4.3, a 4.8 or a 5.3, and it essentially doubles the horsepower of my car. And it's just a more modern engine. I'd like to build a big block. That'll probably end up in my Nova project because that just makes sense to me. I want to build a Hemi motor of some sort. I don't care if it's second gen, third gen, first gen, whatever. However, whatever it is, it will be a 426 cubic inch Hemi. However, I get to that magical cubic inch number, just because that's the iconic Hemi. 5 point or 4.6 cop, well, not cop car motor, 5.6 Ford motor. I would like to build up, or a 4.54, either way. A Jeep 4-liter or a Ford 300 would be another one, because I have a thing for those straight sixes. A 4.3 V6 I'd like to build, like a small twin turbo in an S10, essentially a Cyclone pre-runner type deal. I get that the Cyclone was a all-wheel drive street truck with a single turbo, but I think a twin turbo crazy suspension travel truck would be dope. And then the 7.3 Ford diesel and the Cummins I want for my tow rig, because it just makes sense. I've driven Duramaxes and I'm not impressed by them in stock form. They might be killer souped up, but that's just not my style. So they're not high on my list. Chevy kind of is small block or LS in my book, or big block. I'd like to build a Windsor Ford 351 with good heads. I have seen forums saying that you can put 3.0 or LS heads on those. That might be kind of fun to play around and do. Trying to think. And then the 3TC Hemi from Toyota would be fun. But I don't know yet. And those are kind of the engines I want to build. As far as projects for them to go in, I don't know. They'll go in something. Some of them I kind of know, like the LS obviously is going to go in the Camaro. Small block Chevy, which will be the 305 that comes out of the Camaro. I want to go find something stupid to put that in. I'm thinking Chevy Love would be fun, because I've always had a thing for Chevy Loves. The Hemi will probably wind up in the 47 Dodge Project, because yeah, it's a good place for it. The 4-liter will either end up in some kind of AMC or in a Jeep. Obviously, the 4.3 is, or the 4.6 will be in the Crown Vic, so that will be the car that gets that. As far as everything else goes, I really don't know. And a VW motor might be fun to mess with because it's just something different, and it's way outside of anything I've ever really worked on. I think it'd be like the greatest combination of small gas engines and car engines. But that's the list. Let me know what you want to work on, and when I get one of these motors, start actually rebuilding it and doing all this stuff, there'll be videos for it, guys. Thanks.